One, one, two, three, four, five. Hi, my name is Showtime, the Hypeman, and we are broadcasting live around the world. This is the Cosmo Radio Network USA. For those who are watching me around the world, we're about to take this show to a whole new flight. I don't know where Carolina Coda may not understand what she's about to do, but we have a special guest today. Very positive energy young lady where she's excited about her future. She's excited about her dream. She's excited about her spirit. She's excited about all the things that this little girl at 12 years old was doing and never knew as a great poetry, as a great writer. I did this amazing interview. For those who have never been on this show before, we want to welcome you. And this is the University of Cosmo Radio Network.
New force is about to hit this city. From the dark side of the moon, this is the Cosmos Radio Network.
That's right. We are live around the world, the moon, the darkness, the light. In this video show, it's all about doing what God put in both of us. This outstanding artist, this outstanding poetry writer, this outstanding, beautiful woman, as y'all can see, she looks pretty and she is an outstanding, amazing woman, very educated too. She went to Connecticut, she went to New York University to finish her career. But we're going to get into the show before we get started. For those who know that will be hosting some of the big events in 2022. I am one of the new broadcast radio in the world. They calling me Little Steve Harvey, but I said I can't get that name yet till I do all the big shows on the big TV like ABC, NBC, and all the networks where my name is starting to pick up. And we're going to bring Caroline along with us because she's an outstanding artist where she deserved to be at the Super Bowl. They should have called you also come at the Super Bowl and preview your new album that is coming out. So let's, and any other big events. I think that she's a perfect fit for the industry. I think she's a perfect fit for the music business. And those who are promoters and those who are engaging doing concerts, we have the right lady for you right now. It is her energy. It's just her energy, and where a lot of people may not understand that I am blessed to interview this outstanding, amazing woman. So we're gonna get into the interview. So we want everybody to know this is
new force is about to hit this city. From the dark side of the moon, this is the Cosmos Radio Network.
Yeah, for those who see me wearing my glasses, see, I'm the new 30-30, but I look good at 60 because we talk about age where a lot of people have never understood that there's a whole new generation of people my age that are doing big stuff. See, I can't retire because we got this outstanding guest here. She ain't going to retire, so I can't. She keep me, all of us going. So, Miss Carolina Collins, let's talk about how you were growing up to be a writer in a poetry. And then also, did it come by suffering or as a little child, some things that came up that made you write? Because a lot of little girls and a lot of young men, they go in the room and they just start writing where they're hearing things and they seeing things where the pen has became your friend. Can you talk about growing up and the pen and the paper became your friend?
Yes. When I was younger, I always felt, uh, I always dreamed of other places beyond my surroundings. Like I was always dreaming of faraway places. I was always attracted to uh, things of the golden age. I loved watching classic films. I just love the quality and how the people of that time acted and carried themselves. So even at a young age, I recognized my desire to just know more. And I was very soft spoken and shy. So as soon as I discovered the power of the pen, I was just immediately hooked and I just started writing. And I I love to read, so I was an avid reader and still am. I just was always I just remember my childhood with me reading and writing by my window, just uh, exploring my voice, and that was my greatest passion of my youth.
And where a lot of people that may have been scarred and suffering, where a lot of great artists and a lot of great movie directors and a lot of great songwriters and artists and people in the business world, where the pen and the paper became a passion and it became a clutch, where I know that you wrote a lot of stuff in your room and paper that you maybe just writing stuff, you can't even find them, but after a while it will come up somewhere in your head where you have wrote some poetry. How at 12 years old become an author and reading and doing poetry? Because at 12, most people go to college to learn how to write. But I think that you had a gift where your gift from God, you knew at 12 years old, where a lot of people don't find a gift till they're 40, they 50, or mostly athletes and those who are singers, where somebody see greatness in you. Who saw the greatness in you, or did this little teeny girl at 12 discover this? Can you tell our audience?
I believe that your heart is your greatest guide, and even at a young age, I didn't understand, but I just felt this need, like I had to do it. I had to write. Like it was just my whole being. I had to express myself in this way, and it was really like my heart. Like I just knew, and it's just divine, the power of divine power, where
Mhm.
I just it was my calling. Like I knew I just had to write. I just wanted to soak up everything. So I just was reading for hours and writing, and just I was even very ambitious at a young age. Like I just
Go ahead.
even at then I was constantly like I believe in the power of revision. So
You better go ahead. You better go ahead.
yeah, so I was just like always just writing and rewriting and writing songs and just like soaking everything in, and I just was loved the lives of the people that I looked up to at that age, and how they went for their dream at all costs. This is you have to it has to be all of you. Um, and I just felt it just was something that my heart was telling me I had to do. Yeah.
Well, your heart touches my audience and my fans around the world because we see an angel, we see a blessing, we see a spiritual woman where you belong where you at right now. And this little girl at 12 years old, God has anointed you and touched you in a big way, even though we get into, and I was telling people about successful. Successful is failure.
Yeah.
Successful is rejection. Successful is people tell you you should do this and do this. And we always find people, but at me in the early age at 12 years old, even for me, that I have never find out that I had a gift. And I didn't realize till I was probably about 40 years old, a lady came to me. Yeah, I look good for my age, and I'm not going to sit brag about that too. But a lady told me, I want to miss what Miss Gibbs told me that you are the voice. I didn't understand what she was talking about. Where my friend over in London, UK, want to give a shout out to Sean Token, um, where he said that Showtime, you got a voice. I said, what you mean? He said most people go to school to get your voice. And I didn't understand what he was. And I said, wow. And then I'm hearing more people saying the same thing. I may not been a writer, I may not been an engineer guy, because all this stuff that I'm doing, I have never went to school for this. I'm just I just started doing this about 2.5 years ago, where people starting to see the growth in the spirit because the gift, and that's where you come in at. Identifying your gift early on with the pen and the pencil have led you to do poetry, and where it led you. Did you be an athlete when you were in school? You look like a little athlete. I don't know.
When I was younger, I did do soccer for a bit, and when I was in high school, I was a fencer, and I did competitions,
What
and
is a fencer? We from over United States. What is a fencer?
I did fencing where there's 3 different types of swords, and I was a saber sword, and, I did that for 4 years. Uh, I love the mental aspect of fencing and just the to me, it's like poetry with the movement, and I haven't done it in a while, but I was in my senior year of high school, my fencing team, I was the captain, we won a gold medal. So yeah, so I have
You you mean Olympian gold medal or
no
what?
Olympian gold medal, but for the
Wow,
No.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Coming from a and you talk about mentally where you sound, and I see mentally sound person where you know how to block things out where most people could. Did that come from you never know where you fell in love with doing the swords and learning about the swords and how to defend and how to be mentally when you're doing that, where you said that you was a shy little young lady, but you explored a big adventure from being a shy lady and exploring a big venture. How did that come about with somebody that was shy and they give you a sword?
Yeah, it's like it's amazing because for some people, the big, moves I've done in my life, it seems for them like, impossible, but
Mhm.
it's always been easy for me to do those big moves, like, when I left my country and went to live in Paris, to me, it was so easy, and I know for a lot of people, they may have a lot of fear, but once again, like, I knew that was something I had to do, I had to leave, so for me, it felt very comfortable, and, so even with fencing, that was another outlet for me to explore my voice, with the physical movement. And even though I was quiet, I spoke loud in other ways.
You know, and I read a book and it talks about being silent,
Yeah.
where and I learned that where sometimes you can be quiet because sometimes silent means strength. And
Yes.
what I'm getting from you that your silent is strength, and you have been to a lot of tables of negotiating your career where you didn't say nothing, you allowed them to lead you to the table. But because you're a spiritual person, do you believe in instant gratification and gut feeling?
I believe definitely you should always listen to your gut.
You better go ahead and share that. Go ahead.
Yeah, even when, as an artist, you're just in this crazy world and you have all these interesting experiences and you meet interesting people, and even like then as a young woman, you always have a gut feeling when you meet someone if they have good intentions or bad intentions. So even then I was aware, like I always listened to my inner intuition. Like I was like, okay, this is not the best situation or circumstance, and I didn't allow other people. I think also, which is another good advice for artists, I didn't allow other people to write my story or dictate my life. Even though I was soft spoken, I always didn't listen to what other people had to say. What was best for me, I followed what was best for myself, and that's been a great lesson in life.
Well, I want to say something on that, piggyback what you said,
Yeah.
where I was sitting here and the spirit hit me, where you're like a pit bull that don't say nothing, where I want the quiet dog. I don't want the loud one. The ones that are barking and all the time, where you have been amazing journey for you to say that live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. A new force is about to hit this city.
From the dark side of the moon. This is the Cosmos Radio Network.
You just touched my spirit by
Aw.
talking about, and I wanted to make, I asked God, because I'm a spiritual person, I told God, you gave me a gift. And I didn't understand what gut feeling mean, where the gut feeling and the instant gratification, where I can see that me and you got something where it's only 20% of us in the world and 80% of the other people's in the cage, where they go do the same routine, they do the same stuff. They afraid to be risk taker. You a risk taker. You took a risk to come on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. I want to ask you a question. You wrote something down because anything that I'm going to say, you wrote it down and I took your bio and I digested in my system and make sure that I'm saying, I want to ask you a question. You wrote something down. What does American flag mean to you?
Oh, wow.
I done my homework now.
Oh, yeah. When I was 11, I believe 11 and 12, there was this contest, and I was always very academic in school, so I
Mhm.
always I loved, being in school and doing my homework, and I was very studious. So, there was a contest by the Daughters of the American Revolution Society,
Mhm.
and I entered the contest. It was, "What does the American flag mean to me?" And I won the contest, and I even at 11 years old, I remember, it's like visually I could see in my head, like, the little girl, and I there was this nice little reception and dinner, and I read my essay in front of everyone, and those moments where I felt like my voice was so powerful, like, when I was doing the public speaking, when I was say even though I wasn't a conversationalist at that age, those moments like that when I was reading my work and my poetry were so profound. So I won that contest 2 years in a row. I remember. So that was exciting, and it just reaffirmed my passion for writing and my life path.
So living in Paris
Yeah.
and then transforming over where you left Paris and came to New York City. Is that correct? Or you
I
went to Orleans?
I went to Paris from New York. I'm from New York, and I
Okay.
Paris. Yeah.
Just want to make sure. So trans over from New York and all the traffic and all the things in New York with the towers and the rushing and
Mhm.
to go to a place like Paris where a lot of people wanted to go there. What gave you the guts? Did you go with your feelings? Because I can see that your intuition type of female that based on that feelings, and a lot of people, once you understood about your going with your tuition, your gut feeling, once Carolina kind of once she crossed over, she can't return to the back. Where so many people they don't understand what you mean by crossing over where you identify once I cross over into a spiritual energy where some artists just living off of oxygen. You are living off of energy. What is
Yes.
the difference between oxygen, like an oxygen tank where you know it's going to run out, you got to go replace it? Can you identify, tell our audience how energy plays a major role for you?
I yes, that's a great question.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
I believe in the power of manifestation, all like our thoughts and it's energy. Our thoughts are energy. What we think manifests into our physical reality. So at a young age, I was always dreaming of Paris, of France. I used to watch French films. I studied French in high school, so I had great teachers that really inspired my love of French and the language.
Mhm.
And so I was just doing all these things actively of that were leading me to Paris, the books I was reading, and I knew in my head, I'm going to go to Paris. I'm going to go to Paris, and I didn't let any other energy or thoughts dictate otherwise. So energy plays a big part because we create our energy, and I was constantly putting positive manifestations, and I was constantly doing the active steps towards my path. And it was just after college, I just knew, I was like, I have to go to Paris, and I was inspired a lot by other writers and artists that went to live in Paris, and so many musicians. Miles Davis went to Paris. So many legendary people, so many writers, Hemingway, Fitzgerald. That Paris was this beautiful, creative space of freedom and expression, and I wanted to be a part of that in my own way, even though that took place. in the past century, I knew that I wanted to have that experience for myself.
Well,
And
I'm glad you said that.
Mhm.
Where and the reason why that I brought that up, and you have brought the documents of proof of people that have soared like an eagle, where a lot of people just want to be pigeons, and where say they want to do this, all this, and where
Yeah.
I'm seeing a positive energy person where every morning I have to get up talking about positive energy win, positive energy win. I have to tell myself, and also I have to read, study other people that have been successful,
Yes.
where it's important for me not to go on my head because sometimes I can fall short. And also, I know that you have fell short sometimes. We're making decisions based on the human being of who we are as a people. But what I see, you're a high motivated person right now in 2022. Also, I see that you have a can-do attitude, like no matter what, nothing can stop me now. Where I think Showtime the Hype Man belong in Paris. I think that I should just followed all the great one footsteps. and
Yeah.
in Paris, looking at me right now, I do belong on the big scene of broadcasting radio. So talk about your college career, where you went to Connecticut. I lived in Connecticut. I lived in Groton, Connecticut, New London, Connecticut.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
You
yeah, I know a little bit of stuff though. So um, from living in New York, and Connecticut is only 2 hours away. That's correct.
Yes.
See, I
Yeah.
know. Okay, so what you know, this interview has been doing my research. Um, talk about going from New York to going to Connecticut, where Connecticut is like it's cold and it's wide open space. Where some of the college that you went at. So talk about your college experience real quick. From going to Connecticut, you went to Connecticut
Oh,
College.
yeah.
So how was that? And what did you major?
Oh, yes. So I
You ain't take the sword, man.
it was a very different landscape, the New England landscape from New York,
Yes, it
uh,
is.
and the college campus was very small. It was beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's very small. And I had great memories. Like I remember I was in bands with my friends, and we would practice. Like there was this barn and on campus, and we would practice all night and play music. Uh, at the practice space, and we would perform at college parties, at college events, and at cafes. So it was a great experience, meeting other people and being creative. And I did spoken word. I was in a spoken word group, and I met a lot of amazing poets, inspiring poets that really fueled uh, my poetry, and it was a great experience. So yeah, I'm really grateful for my Connecticut experience. I was doing music. I was studying music, poetry, and French. But even despite all those experiences, I was still missing New York. I was like, I need the big city. I need so I left after 2 years, and I transferred to New York University, and I finished my college experience there.
Wow. So that's a great where now we're going to get into the meatballs of the show where for those who are watching, this is the Cosmo Radio Network. My name is Showtime the Hype Man, where we are building something at the Cosmo Radio Network, where we believe that this interview is going to help our show and also it's going to help her out, where we believe in helping each other. Where which one of your favorite things of giving back? What do you do to give back to children or senior citizens or those who are suffering? Because you have a passion for people that are underdogs. Uh,
Oh gosh,
you want
yeah.
to know how I know all that, don't I? So I done my homework on you. So talk about one of your passion where if you ever make it big and a big financially, what would be a where you will sponsor or do things to a sponsor? Because I see you maybe want to open up a school to help children out with something that's one of your biggest thing. And I know you've been thinking about it and it's been on your head, but you're trying to build a name where a lot of artists don't realize it's all about name recognition. Once
Yeah.
your name become in the lip of those who are in it, and that's why me and you work so hard because we understand what name means. You can sing, you can have all great songs, you can have great poetry, you can do all them things, but it all boils down marketing. what would be one of your passion that you would like to help with one of your donations or somewhere you want it for a cause that is deadly to your heart? Can you tell our audience that?
Oh, yes. One of my greatest passions, thank you for bringing that up, is helping children. I
Nope. See,
yeah.
I did that. Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, especially I children are so beautiful and they just bring so much life lessons to us as adults, and for me, it's so important to cultivate a beautiful, positive way for children to grow up and they feel loved and feel like they have a voice and they could express themselves. So even ever since I've been a teenager, I've been tutoring and helping children in schools, and I've been teaching, and it's been one of my greatest is my greatest passion.
I
It's just truly important for me, especially coming from a child who was discovering her voice. Now as an adult, I love bringing out the best in children and making them smile, and even at a young age, letting them know their beauty and their limitless potential. I think it's so important to tell children with words of how important they are and to make sure that they succeed and soar. So I definitely I'm always doing work with children even now of teaching children. So my work is not done yet with children, and who knows, maybe one day there will be a school. I would love that and
well, and the
continue.
reason why that I said that, because I'm a spiritual person, you're a
Yeah.
spiritual person too, where when you two people that are spiritual, they can feed off each other and the energy is so high. For those who are watching, you're watching two people in front of you where we're going to get discovered because the spirit is moving in 2022 where we can handle anything that comes in front of us. Where also I'm a great motivator. I encourage people. I'm always telling people that we can do it. So you have to be around people that can get you to the mountaintop. See, the mountaintop is beautiful. See, you see the blue water, you see the birds, you see how beauty the sky is. See, I love everything about the earth, snow, rain, waterfalls. I just love the earthly things, and spiritual people are grasped to that kind of stuff. And that's what you've been grasping on. And when anybody that loves children in a positive way, doors about to open so you can accomplish some more dreams of yours. So what we're going to do before we get into her entertainment, we're going to play one of her songs that she gave me, and I do have permission for her for me to play it. And before those who are starting to come in and seeing this interview, this is a song that she gave me, and we hope our audience. It's called "Cheery, Cheery."
Cherry red.
My name is Showtime, my hype man. We're live on the Cosmo Radio Network. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This outstanding artist. Yeah. For your step to the other side where our trees will die. Cherry red, cherry red, cherry red. Here she comes, cherry red. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cherry red. It's our last day streets. Blue light, pitch black, all I see. Come on, come on, come on. That's right. We're live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. Cherry red, cherry red, cherry red. Here she comes, cherry red.
to my trail. Let's stay. Cherry red. Cherry red. Cherry red. Oh, come on. That's right. We're live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. We are introducing y'all to something that's powerful. This song has been out. Where we have another song, but doing the interview. You are an amazing artist.
Thank you.
That was a strong song where I saw you got me excited, but you want to know why I'm Showtime the Hype Man, and where you're going to get a chance to see why I'm Showtime the Hype Man. Where did that song come from? Where you took a chance? You took a chance on that song right there, and where it was a reason why you done it because you are a risk taker. Where you may saw other artists where certain other artists maybe would have done that, where you maybe called add on. Where as an artist, you wasn't afraid to add on to something else where that Cherry Red song came from. Who wrote that song and the band behind it, and where you had a guitar, you had boxing gloves. I said, she bringing all the egg game and you slide and you're showing your little pretty little leg. Yeah, she got nice little legs, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to know she did that. I just saw it on where she did. So let's talk about that track there. That you did that, and where I don't know how far that song went. What did that do for you having that video and the energy that you put together, those who are choreographers and those who help you out to do the videos? And I know you played your little 2 cent in it, especially with the little cute little red gloves, little boxing gloves you had. So talk about that for our audience so they can understand
Yes.
that.
Well, I wrote the song. I write all my music. I played guitar on the track, and I produced the song at my home. I love producing my music as well,
Mhm.
and it red is my favorite color. So sometimes inspirations for songs come to you. It's very like divine. We sometimes just we have this force of inspiration that comes to us, and the
Mhm.
word cherry red was just in my mind, and it came to me like as fragments, and the song just started to develop and grow through each fragment. And then it made me realize I'm a Puerto Rican descent, and for the video I wanted to wear my heritage very loudly and proud. And I think it's important as a woman of Puerto Rican descent to have visibility in rock and roll and blues music. And so for this video, I wanted to make the declaration like, yes, I'm here. I'm Puerto Rican descent, and we play rock and roll and blues. So I wanted to make that a proud declaration. And I mean, the video has all the things I love. I love guitars. I play a Stratocaster. I I love vintage cars, and we had a 1965 red Mustang. Perfect. I
Red? Is it red?
red, yeah, red.
Okay, good.
And boxing, yeah, when I moved to New Orleans, my passion for boxing started to grow, and I love to box. So
Wow. I've been in the boxing business for about 17 years. Been a part of two champion teams. I've
yeah.
been on HBO. I've been on Showtime. I've been on ESPN too with some of the fighters where boxing has came into my life.
Mhm.
Where I'm the hype man for boxing. Where I'm an encouragement to fighters. Where sometimes you gotta have people around you that bring energy.
Yes.
Let's talk about, since we're in the music thing right now, where you lived in London and you played music and soaking up the history, because I can see that you are a history person, and also that I'm half black and I'm half Puerto Rican too. I
Oh,
just
wow.
want you to know that. Hi, how you doing? So I don't want to say you want to put it out there. I'll put it out there with you. So, and then most of my friends, Nonstop Entertainment Media Group, where I'm dealing with Latinos and Puerto Ricans more now,
Nice.
because I'm seeing the business part of the native of the tongue is growing and accepting in America. Where when Carlos on the Lucy Ball show, where he had opened up doors and kicked doors in the late 60s when Carlo came on the scene on TV, where I'm seeing the growth in that community where they my friends and they're helping me out where I'm getting a lot of help in that community for some reason. So I'm so grateful because they see something inside of me. Let's talk about living in London and the blues and it's soaked up. You are a history person. Talk about that going to London and bringing the blues. And we're seeing a Puerto Rican young lady from New York City with little New York edge on you. How did you adjust bringing that little fight pit boy, even though you're quiet, but going to Paris and learn to bring in the blues there?
Yeah, I feel one of my greatest strengths too is that I'm able to just adjust to different cultures and atmospheres, and to me it's just been easy. Like I'm just always myself. And once again, I went to London. I didn't know anyone. Well, I followed my heart. I didn't know anyone in London, and
You
I
better go ahead and share. Mhm.
yeah, and so I came there. You know, there's my time in Paris was ending, and I was like, let me just go to London because of all the rock and roll and blues artists I love. You know, they're British, and I said, you know, while I'm in Europe, I should just go to London and see what happens.
Wow, because if you look at the map, London and UK, all that's in the map and cross different waters and airplanes. I'll be going to UK and London on September the 3rd, and I'm so grateful. So we're going to play another song from you, since we in the music stage and doing some. This song that you gave me, it came out yesterday.
Yes, a mama to cry to. Yes,
Say that again.
a mama to cry to.
You better go ahead and share. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. My name is Showtime, the Hype Man, and we're going to introduce this new song that she gave me, and I have the permission from her to play her music. That's right, we're live on the Cosmo Radio Network. And this is Carolina Cody, ladies and gentlemen. Mommy, to cry to you. Check it out, y'all. Give me a place in the sun, day and night. The devil comes, hear my soul through ocean, send me the mama to cry to. Daddy, he cheats and he lies too. Where is my home? My home. Where is my home? Oh, where is my home? My home. Yes. Where is sold my soul for a penny? Yeah. It costs plenty in the arms of lovers and blood of enemies. Winds of love, yeah, will burn and fade. The blues calls me baby. I won't be a slave.
That's right. We're live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. Yeah. Didn't I tell y'all music makes me happy? That's right. We are music. You're watching a star right on the Cosmo Radio. Carolina Carter. I keep telling y'all she's a star. Yeah. You better go ahead, girl. You better go ahead, girl. You better go ahead. Yeah. You better go ahead. Yeah. I keep telling y'all, music makes me happy. That's right, I am music. I don't know about y'all, I'm excited about this new song. And we're about to take this song around the world. Outstanding performance artists. The little children, we love you. Yeah. You better go ahead. Come on. My name is Showtime, the Hypeman. We're live on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. We took that song around the world. For those who think that Showtime career is over,
new force is about to hit this city. From the dark side of the moon, this is the Cosmos Radio Network.
I don't know about you, my amazing. You have did a fabulous job and you was patient with it. You knew you had something good, but you waited. You are amazing, gifted artist on the way to kick some doors in.
Thank you.
I truly believe that because my gift from God tells me anything that I say, it always comes in intuition. My big brother always tells me, he says, Showtime the Hype Man, when you say things, it always comes the way you say it, where I have never understood that. And I'm watching a little young lady, 12 years old, started to do some things where she had never. So how did that song come about? Do you play the guitar too?
Yes, everything. I play guitar. I play guitar and sing on this track, and I had a bassist and a drummer. But I play guitar and sing on all my tracks.
Mm, mm, mm. Wow, you just blew me away. Where that song really, and I like that song, and I'm hoping that we can play that song on the Cosmo Radio
Yeah.
Network. Where I'll call, well, my friend over in UK are going to have it anyway. I had sent your bio over there, over in UK, where London and I have places where you went and did the tour already. So what do you have? What is your big plans in 2022? Because I can see you doing tours, or any tours set up for you, or things that's coming up where you're watching your email, people say get back with you, because we know during this time where most of the events and some of the summer concerts and other things, what's in store for you in 2022?
Right now, I'm recording an album, so I have even today. I'm gonna work on it. I'm recording my album, so that's my main focus. I love the recording process and
Mhm.
being in my studio. So I have so much new music that tells the story when I was a little girl in New York to Paris to London and now New Orleans. It's all these songs are chapters into the life leading up to now. So it is
Mhm.
I'm showing you the map now with this new album that I'm working on.
Talk about real quick about the trip, the moving to New Orleans, because we talked about Paris, we talked about New York, we talked about your college. What made you go to New Orleans?
I love the South was always calling me. I grew up listening to Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday. Oh,
You
so
better go ahead.
yeah. So you know, even at a young age, like I just love the I always tried to emulate the trumpet with my voice. I love the tone of the trumpet and even then, like those little inspirations, the little pieces were leading me to New Orleans, and the blues. This is the place of the birth of the blues and jazz, and it felt once again my intuition, my gut was telling me, okay, after this, go to New Orleans, and I followed it.
You
So
know, that intuition keeps sticking with me. I was sharing with I went to Macy's yesterday because I like shopping and I like clothes.
me too. I love I'm
So,
shopping.
so, so I want you to know where I'm always buying clothes, outfits, and where when I do my shows, I change about 4 times. Where the audience want to know what I got on next. And I told myself when I was coming to radio station today that when I do make a great find, I'm going to be the second best, where I want to be the best. Follow my mentor, Steve Harvey, when it comes to dressing and fashion. I do like dressing. I do like different scenery. And I do like taking photos. And because I look good. And I'm a handsome man. And I'm so grateful from the genes that I got, where I have strong genes. And I'm seeing that you have Jenna Lopez. You better watch out because she's behind you. She's coming. Have you ever think about getting into some movies and acting? Because I can see you have a character for that.
Oh, I love acting. Yes, of course. I love
You didn't turn that one down, did you?
I love it.
That's that intuition.
Yes, I love the
So
camera.
before we, yeah, so do I. Can you name 5 of your best artists that you looked up? Because you said some heavy names where most people forgot about Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday. And, I'm a Donna Ross fan. Where Donna Ross played Billie Holiday. Good morning, darling. You
Yes.
know, and where can you name 5 of your best? It can be
Ooh,
males and females in your 5 Carol, or for 5 of your top that you looked up to, present and now.
wow. So some the first I love Bruce Springsteen. I'm a
Yeah, you want to rock and roll with him on them stage. That good time.
I adore him. To me, as a
Okay.
songwriter, as a human being, as his legacy, that he's number one.
Bruce Springsteen, we want to give you a shout out where she said that Bruce Springsteen is the number one for her. And keep it going.
Oh Lord. Okay.
That's
Mm,
one.
let's see. Otis Redding. He first. I love ever
You
since
better go ahead and share. Say that again. That deserves a scratch.
Otis Redding. Otis Redding.
Go ahead, Paul. I read Otis Redding's story. You, boy, you a country slash old school young lady with a spirit. How did Otis Redding come out of your mouth? And people be shocked to hear that.
I like I said, I always just I oh my god, it just always the voice. I mean, there's that power of the emotion, the feeling. I would love the soul. Just I always
Mm,
loved it so much.
wow.
Yeah.
You said something about the power of the voice. Do you feel Showtime the hype man over there where you at? Do you hear? Do you feel what I got is coming?
Yes, I feel yes, the energy, yes, the energy, the positive energy, yes,
You,
yeah.
you feel it? That deserves another scratch. So, so do you have another one?
Oh lordy, yes. Oh,
Otis.
okay. Oh, Tina Turner, she comes to my head. Her story is just such an inspiration, and once again, the voice, the power of a voice, and how it can change lives. Yeah,
Wow.
she's
You know
fantastic.
what? You just touched my spirit because I got a voice where most people try to change me, and I didn't realize the gift that I got in that energy. Tina Turner, we love you. Who's next?
Oh Lord, so many.
You got two more. You got two more. I gave you five. You rocking and rolling.
Oh Lord, yes. Oh my gosh. Big Mama Thornton. To me, that's the blues, the voice of the blues. I
Big
love.
Mama Thought. I never heard that name before because I hadn't really done a lot of research and where, but real quick, where did she come from? The deep south?
Yes, yes, yes. She's one of the most important figures of the blues music. Yes, Big Mama Thornton. Yes.
Big Mama Thought we will give you a scratch. And your last one?
Last one. Oh God, I get so many.
Take your time.
Ah, you know, uh,
It's okay.
it is okay
It's okay. It's okay.
because I just love so many artists. I mean, there's
It's someone that that's
I
a go ahead with it.
Roy Orbison. When I learned the riff for Pretty Woman on the guitar, that changed my life. So I love Roy Orbison.
Well, there you go. Then we want to, we're getting close to the interview where I want to thank you for coming on the Cosmo Radio Network USA. I hope this interview, where briefly I want to talk about the Little Steven Underground Garage. Can you give us a brief real quick before you leave?
Yes, my song "Cherry Red" was featured on Little Steven's Underground Garage on Genya Raven's show Goldie's Garage, and that was a great honor because I love Little Steven. That's one of my favorite radio shows, and Genya Raven is a great woman, and she has such a powerful voice, and she has great music. So it was an honor to be on the show and to hear Cherry Red on the radio, and it was fabulous. It was a dream come true.
Where I want you to know that I'm an Earth, Wind, and Fire fan.
Yeah, oh, great.
You remember Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yes, of course.
I want to play something real quick, even though you hear, and then we're going to close the show. I want you to check this out. My name is Showtime, not Hypeman. I want to thank Carolina Cola, one of my outstanding friends. I just became a friend to her life. Anything that I can do, I can't wait so long. Just searching the phone for you. Yeah. To wait and take. Love is for real. That love that I feel inside you. I come prepared to look in your eyes. The God's up outside with you. Listen to the window world that I like to say that I love you today. I'll wait for you. That's right. My name is Showtime, not Hypeman. I want to thank our guest and outstanding artist, outstanding showman style. She got style. She got chemistry. She got spirit. She got God. She got so many things inside of her. I just know that Miss Caroline, you on your way to something special, and anything that Showtime the Hype Man can do, I'm in your corner.
Thank you.
It goes to your side. It's walking the side from the Come on. The days as usual. The phrases don't know. Listen to mountain high that I have decided. I want to thank our artists that came here where this was a great interview. I hope that this show gave you what we said we was going to do. I don't know where we're going to send you a copy. We hope that you can push, join the scribe, or join the YouTube and get some of your friends support what I'm trying to do. I'm doing all this by myself. And God told me the mouth is the most powerful vehicle.
Yes.
And he said, if you don't ask for help, you won't get it. I'm asking for you as my new friend came in my life on this radio station. We are so grateful and honored to have you. We're just anything you want to say to our audience before you leave. This is the Cosmo Radio Network. My name is Showtime, not Hypeman. I ain't going nowhere. I keep telling you, music makes me happy. I am music. And so you are. You are great for the audience. You are great for the business. You are great for all of us. We're going to be following you because I just want to see you. See, stars watch stars. Look at the pretty nails and the hair coordination.
Yes.
My name is Showtime the Hype Man. What do you want to say to our audience before you leave?
Thank you so much for having me on your show. It was wonderful. And thank you, everyone, for all the love and support. Thank you.
So we want to see you. Have a blessed day and God bless you. And thank you so much. And we will send you something over so you can look at your own show and on your busy schedule. We love you and thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So for those who are watching this show, we want to thank her for coming on the show. And it was a great interview where I'm so grateful for the live interview. And I'm grateful that we got a chance to do what we do. But a lot of people, we may not understand that it's called hard work. And Showtime the Hype Man is working tremendous hard. I don't know those who are watching this show here and those who may watching me where we done something that was different for the first time. And I'm hoping that my audience and my viewers, those that watch this show, we gave it the best for today. And I want to give salute to all the other people that's watching the Cosmo Radio Network. My name is Showtime the Hype Man. I do what I do. I love what I do. And it's all because of God. I cannot do this show unless God is in it. I want to give a shout out to Nonstop Entertainment, where we're going to be doing a big show, and it's coming your way. Where for those who want to join in on February the 27th, this is a big show, and I'm a part of this show, and I am so grateful and honored to be hosting along with Hot 97 FM. It's just amazing that these guys have worked hard for the hip hop community, worked hard for the R&B community and those who love music. And it's a great prejudice. It's a great honor for me to be a part of something like this where I have never knew what I can do. I want to give a shout out to for those who have been good to me and I've been good to you. And those who are maybe watching me, someone is watching me where the heart and the spirit and the connection don't lie. Where you can run, you can hide, you can do all the things you want. I'm about to take this new radio show tour. We got an outstanding artist coming Thursday, another phenomenal woman that are giving me an opportunity. And God has been blessing me over and over again to bring the best artists on this show here. And I knew that in due time, I want to give my sister Francine Littell a big shout out because wasn't for her, I wouldn't have had this interview. You got to understand, you have to thank people that help you along the way. I want to thank all the people that said I wasn't going to make it. And I want to give a shout out to people who think that I'm going to make it because I'm going to make it. It's important that connection means a lot. Where a lot of people may not understand what connection means. Well, what I have to realize, even for me, some people just comfortable for what they used to. And I didn't know that where I just have to respect people where they level at and where they are, and it's important that I accept that where I have to understand that God gave me a message this morning. I want to share it to my audience for those who are watching me. He said, it ain't that deep. And I didn't understand that
Thursday and Friday where God told me it ain't that deep. And where I'm seeing that where I have to learn, and I wrote, it was a quotation that I went across to where if you can't handle your emotion, you can't handle money. I want to say that again for those who are watching me. If you can't handle your emotion, you can't handle money. And I didn't realize that even with me, I'm still learning as a young man. I feel that I'm still young. I feel that I still got what it takes. I just have to continue to go with the process. And this process for me is still growing. And where I was sharing this morning about how a lot of people think you get a certain age, it's not over. And I want to give a shout out for those who are 60 and over, where it's not over. I have a young spirit and where and you just heard the artist where she talked about her career, she talked about her life, she talked about her journey, she talked about everything, and we hoping that we brought the best out of her. And that's what Cosmo Radio Network. So we're going to be doing a lot of great things on this radio show because I'm putting God and allowing God to lead me. And that's what we're doing. So what we're going to do, we're going to do our announcement, and we're going to get off this show here because that's Saturday morning. It's a nice day. I feel happy because I know that God is in the moving business. See, a lot of people may think they went back to something, but God is going to step in because God is a good God to all of us. Check this out. We're about to take this show to another level. It's called Superstar Sunday. What's going on for those who are watching? This is the Cosmo Radio Network. My name is Showtime, the Hypeman. I will be the host of the artist. Take your game to the next level. That's right. We're about to get down on the February the 27th. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who want to participate, artists, take your game to the next level. That's February the 22nd. 27, I meant to say, but I just want to make sure my audience were listening to me. Live at the All the Mighty Nightclub, Restaurant, Camden, New Jersey. Also, enter to win $1,000 in cash. 2 tickets to the Summer Jam 2022. Industrial Media Package special guest, industrial judges, the Hot 97 FM. All-Star DJ Ski, DJ Spazzo, DJ Smooth Ski. For information, artists register now at 646-732-7251. You can ask for my man Santana. My name is Showtime, the Hype Man. I will be hosting that event. We're about to take this show, Camden, New Jersey. Are you ready? We're bringing the Superstar Sunday to Camden, New Jersey. I don't know about y'all. Half of y'all haven't been to Camden, New Jersey lately. But Non-Stop Entertainment Media Group, we are bringing one of the baddest shows. We're talking about $1,000 in cash. We're talking about 2 tickets to the Summer Jam, and along with special hosts, radio personnel from the Hot 97 FM, along with Showtime, my Hype Man. Also, we got a brand new star. I got one of the beautiful co-hosts. She's going to put her thing down, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about y'all. Y'all got to come and see how she's going to come. I don't know what she's going to wear, but I know she's going to be on her A game. So, come on down. Sunday night on February the 27th. My name is Showtime, my Hype Man. I want to thank everybody that watched this show today.
I'm happy. I'm happy. Like I say it again, I'm happy. So we want to thank everybody, but we're going to close the show. But I want to have peace with you, peace in your heart. Stay positive. Believe in what you're doing. See, if you throw away trash, don't bring trash back. And a lot of people go back and recycle and bring something back that's going to be the same result. I want to say that again for my audience and those who are watching the Cosmo Radio Network. We got to learn how to move forward. We have to learn how to do something different and new, where it's going to catch up. When you remove trash or you remove something that cause you harm, or you remove something where the reason why you got out of it, and then all of a sudden, well, you got to realize God is in the spiritual bad business. And not to be disrespected to no one, I want to make that clear to my audience, anybody that's watching me, where we don't want to be, but it's real and life is real. And we all come up short. And that's what Showtime want to say. We want to say all the Black people, white people, Spanish people, Puerto Rican, Asian, Jamaican, Africa, whatever you are. Cosmo Radio, we love y'all. We need all your support. So we asking people to join our subscribe list and join the YouTube so we can build something together. We cannot do it by ourselves, and it's important that I cannot do it by myself. So I'm going to continue to pray. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to work harder than ever. Thursday, we got a dynamite show. This young lady, powerful, building beats where she thought that a lot of males dominate the beats, where she's doing come up creating with her own beats. This is going to be Friday. It's on the 19th of February. So stay tuned. We got a big show Thursday. We're going to be bringing the hottest new different artists, different acts, different business people. We got a great show on Thursday. They're doing a great job on Thursday from my man, Mr. Clutch, financial man, where he's going to help Kevin Lewis. Kevin Lewis got his own podcast show where he's doing it big on the Cosmo Radio Network. We are so grateful for all the people that has been watching the Cosmo Radio Network, and where it's important that what we're doing, and for those who we're looking for anybody that want to be a guest. I've been trying to get my friend Sharon, one of the most outstanding head coach boxer. We've been trying to get her to come on the show, but I guess she's going to wait a little longer, even though she's already there. And we want to appreciate her hard work and dedication to the boxing community, where it was a male dominant. And this is another female that's going to be doing beats where she saw that a lot of males dominate. My brothers and sisters, where a lot of women are growing now, and because they're more bold, they are not afraid to take risks. And I was watching something on Action News where it was a lady helping being mentor to little girls, because sometimes we make mistakes at 12 and 13, 14, 15. Do we really know what love is? Or we accept someone that we are comfortable with, where their environment, we are comfortable with their style. See, certain women, they like gangster guys. Some women, they like guys, or some women, everybody like who they like. And that's a good thing. But also in 2022 and 20, you want to live longer and look younger, and because too many people are going to be aging quicker, because the middle part of doing what you're doing, that's a middle part that has not been broken in the Black community circle. And I want everybody to know that I just want to help my community. I want to thank Doug Payne this morning. Doug gave me a call, and well, I think I maybe called him by mistake, but he came on the line. He said, if you're going to be a track star, where a lot of anything you're doing, if you're in the boxing business, in the NFL, the NBA, you're a marketing guy, you have to realize that never look in the back. You have to keep running. And where Showtime, the hype man, it's important for me that I had to have a deaf ear, because you're going to have a lot of people going to tell you what you can't do, how you should do it, what you should do. I'm just going to follow and we talked about Carolina Cola. We talked about that, the spiritual and the intuition. I believe in intuition
and gut feeling. I truly believe in that. And especially when you put your work in, where a lot of people may try to smother it up, maybe not try to understand it for whatever reason, or I want new things in my life, and I'm asking God to bring new things in your life because I want to go with the new way. I want to travel. I want to see the mountain. I want to see the blue water. I want to see so many things where, in the quotation I got today, and I want those who are watching me, remember that if you can't handle your emotion, you can't handle money. I want to say that again for those who are watching me and those who feel that, and I took a look at that this morning where some reason it came up, and it was a billionaire where he talked about that. He said, you can't handle your emotion, you cannot handle your money. And a lot of us living from paycheck to paycheck. And those who are working people that I'm talking to, where you got credit cards, you got a cell phone, you got a cable bill, you got mortgage, you got your car note, you got your car insurance, you got your policies that you're trying to maintain because we're seeing so many young people are dying, where a lot of people are buying policies because so many young people are passing away where you don't want to be begging and asking for your child. And then insurance are real cheap when they're 18 and 20. That is the best time, even as a child, it's the best time to get policy. And also we've been seeing a lot of killing where they saw a man, and the police, I want to give a shout out to the police officers that go through so many mental stage where we not maybe be around them, but a lot of police, we want to give a salute to the police officers. We want to give a salute to the men in the blue that work hard every day, and those who are ambulance and those who are in hospitals where they see so many things that y'all don't know what they go through. Their emotion too, where sometimes they got to go home to things, and where a lot of people had freedom, but they brought it back in where you better be careful what you bring back home. You better be careful because the devil is a liar and he's creeping. And I don't believe a lot of y'all may not believe in the devil. Y'all may not believe in a human being. And I was sharing with someone, and I want to thank Pastor Raheem calling me last night where he gave me some encouragement. I want to thank some of the people over this whole week have helped me out to get to where I'm at today as a broadcast radio show announcement. And I want to thank my wife, Diane, where she had helped me out a great deal, where sometime I can take my mood swing inside the house. But what I'm trying to do is bring connections where, and a lot of people, friendship and relationships and marriage, you must have a connection to keep it going and energizing in it. See, I doesn't want to say that I'm used to. See, used to is toxic. See, being used to somebody, that's toxic spirit. That stuff that had been aggravated, it been soaked, it been all that stuff where you used to, I'm used to, I'm used to, I'm used to, all the other stuff that goes with it. Where if we continue to keep talking about we used to something, well, I'm comfortable, I guess I just matter, let's go ahead on and really it ages you. You may not see it. And then some people say, I'm cool, I'm cool, I'm cool, I'm so cool. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. And these are the things where they say, but you're really not because it's coming. It's coming. And most people don't want to face it. So, you know how you ever try to help people where they may not see what you're doing and you're trying to do that? Or do y'all believe that God put people in your life for a reason? And but those who are watching me around the world, the cosmos, do y'all believe that God put people in your life for a reason where you may not take heed to why God placed someone in your life? And for those who are watching me, the million fans around the world, do you believe that God put people in your life? Or do you accept it? Or you just go back and go grab, you throw away trash and bring it back? And some people just comfortable, complaciveness. And I didn't realize that some people just don't understand. And it being history of trademarks in the bloodline of the family and those who families. I don't know what Showtime and Hypeman. Sometimes I ask God because I did prayer before I came on this radio show, and I asked God. I said, God, show me the way, or let me know signs that what you gave me, and where sometime God will allow us to put people in front of us in our life, and where I just can't give up on people that God asked me to do. And I know that God got assignment for all of us, but it's up to us to understand your assignment that God gave you. I don't believe that we came in this world just to be nothing. I believe that all of us came in this world to be something special, but because of jobs, because of relationships, maybe that we feel that this is the only person, or I'm going to stick by no matter what. And I've seen people do that for years and years and years and years and years. What do y'all think for those who are watching the Cosmo Radio Network USA? Um, that's something I wanted y'all to sit on today, where this show is definitely going in the right direction. And where I'm hoping that what I'm saying to my audience, that I touches your spirit. See, I don't want to go into trying to change nobody's religion, trying to change nobody's situation. I ain't doing that. What I'm doing what's built inside of me. This natural ability that I've been doing for the last 40, 50 years, where a lot of people may have understood me, may not understand me, and it's not my problem for those who may not understand. This is the Valentine weekend with those who today, where Monday may be a tough day to go out. So we want to give a salute for those who are going to be selling. And I had someone told, we was talking about with this information, and where love Valentine Day, where some people may not understand what the true meaning of Valentine's Day, for those who maybe stick around because it's income tax time. You ever had them people want to stick around income tax time? Want to spend your money, or the guy that you may buy a pair of sneakers, he looking to get another pair of sneakers out the deal, and he know that for those who are givers, and you got a lot of women that like giving, you have a lot of men that will give too, where they sitting around plotting on your income tax, coming around on the income tax, plotting. My brothers and sisters and females, put your antennas up. Start learning how to go with your gut feeling. Do you know what love is? And this is the Valentine weekend. Do you actually know what love is? And that's the question I want to give my audience. Where candy, the cards, the roses, and we're participating this Valentine's Day, the teddy bears, and getting stuck on a corner of a gas station where they're selling things on the corner. And we want to support some of the brothers and sisters out there that are creative of making flowers and making Valentine's Day baskets. Support. Because we talked about that yesterday, where there's a lot of Black people and Spanish and all race. I want to make that clear in my audio. I don't want to be nobody say Showtime a hype man talking about downing Black, and I'm not. But what I'm hoping that for those who are Black, gifted, people that got Valentine's Day baskets. You may have some brothers on the corner. Give a shout out to OP Production over there in Wilmington, Delaware, where he got a lot of Valentine's Day basket that he's trying to push. He posted on Instagram. So I just want to give a shout out to OP Production, what he's doing. Also, I'm gonna give a shout out for those who Cat Williams show is live at Atlantic City tonight. For those who haven't got your tickets, they are available. Also, it's gonna be some shows with New Edition and Charlie Wilson at the Welfare Center. I think that's Tuesday, where tickets are available. Platinum Entertainment and Black Entertainment merged together, where they are putting shows in every city in the United States. We want to wish these people a great blessing, and where anybody that does shows, anybody, they're also going to give a prayer to Dr. Rock. Dr. Rock, if you're watching, we want to give you a prayer, because we know that last year about this time, and not to bring Dr. Rock business, and I'm not, where I've been giving her prayers and little quotation, because this week is going to be very emotional for her. And we want to give a shout out to Dr. Rock. They know that we're going to be praying for Dr. Rock and Doug Payne and 5H Record and also Cosmo Radio Network. We're going to be sending out prayers to her in force. Nobody knows we're losing a son or losing a brother or losing someone that you love, or even finding someone new that you love in your life where you can't be with them, but it's something about that person that you love about them where it stays with you no matter what. If you don't see them on the weekend, if you don't talk to them on the weekend, where sometimes it sits in without you being there. And every week is going to get better, because I know that things going to turn around, but it's up to me to keep moving in the right direction. I can't be looking backwards no more. Whatever I did in the past, that's over with. So allow me to continue to move. So I want to thank everybody that watched this show here today. And
+12674.
hi, this is Showtime, the Hypeman. So we just want to continue to do this show here live on the Cosmo Radio Network, and I want to thank everybody. Where we do have a joint, and we're going to be sitting back chilling, and we are live on the Cosmo Radio Network, and we are building something that's never been built before. Also, want to give a shout out to Leroy Glenn of Vernon Holman, also Brother Conscious. We want to thank him. Salute to you too, Brother Conscious. Also, Sharon Baker. We want to give a shout out to you. And we're going to take this show to a whole new level. My name is Showtime, the Hype Man. We are live on the Cosmo Radio. Throw your hands in the air right now, man. Feel it right here. It's showtime. That's right. My name is Showtime, the Hype Man, and we are live around the world. For those who are watching us, we are bringing something new. Artists, are you ready to take your game to the next level? February the 27th, 2022. Live at the all-new Damani Nightclub Restaurant in Camden, New Jersey. Enter to win $1,000 in cash. Also, tickets to the Summer Jam 2022. Industrial Media Package, special guest industrial judges. I don't know about y'all, but we have the copyright to play this music, where we are doing something big. I don't know what happened, but my name is Showtime, the Hype Man. We want to thank everybody that's watching this show here. And we want to continue to bless anyone that doing what we are doing. We cannot do this show without you. And the only way that this show is going to be successful, that we give it our all. My name is Showtime, the Hype Man. I love y'all. We see you Monday morning. Have a nice day and a great day. Enjoy your day. Peace.